Good evening, Wolf Nation. This is your technologically inept captain speaking. Folks, it's Friday night. You know what that means. Your weekend has officially started. Welcome, everyone, to a brand new episode of the Realmhatan Project. My name is Eric Von Wolfenstein, and we've got a trio tonight. Joe could not be here. Joe is actually 45 minutes from my house, and I'm really upset by this, but it is what it is. But we do have EE Prime with us, and we do have Gort Bartholomew Winchester joining us as well. Gentlemen, how are you?
Fantastic.
What'd you say?
Sup?
I love the energy, guys. You're really bringing it.
Damn right.
Right, yeah.
Why are you mad that he's close to your house because you're not with him, or that he's in your vicinity in general?
I don't know if you should be happy about this. He said he was driving through some pretty stinky towns. Do you really want to be over there?
Joe is
Pennsylvania. It all smells like shit.
Yeah. Sorry, it's true.
Joe is in town for Steel City Con, which is happening this weekend. He will be joined by Logan, who's also coming around. Yeah, so he's here. He's gonna buy some stuff. He's gonna get his picture with Peter Cullen and the other guy whose name Frank Welker. Sorry, fake fan over here.
The other wow. The other guy.
Sorry, I'm a little flustered right now because technology. Anyway, yeah, that's happening. I'm probably gonna try and have dinner with them tomorrow night. So hopefully, yeah, it's hopefully a good time. Hopefully they have a good time and they buy stuff and don't annoy me too much. So let's go around and say hi to everyone. Gort, what's new with you, bud? How was your week?
Oh, do me next. I'm eating right now.
Oh, you're eating right now because
I'm not ready.
That's what you do. EE Prime, what's up, dude?
What's up?
What's new with you this week, bud? Anything going on?
Nope.
Yeah, thanks for filling that time I needed you to fill.
I'm still showing my food.
Got one guy eating food. I got one guy that doesn't want to fucking say anything. I'm having a great night. This is a fucking fantastic show.
Oh.
This is why everyone watches us.
Well, a good host knows how to not compromise.
Never
improvise.
Said compromise.
Knows how to improvise.
Yeah. Words.
My week.
All right, I apologize for EE's inability to articulate how he's doing.
I'm being slow.
I apologize.
Phil,
I apologize for eating a late dinner.
Time.
Jesus Christ! Everyone drank their asshole juice tonight.
Asshole juice?
That didn't sound good at all.
That sounds
either way.
Horrifying.
This is a children's show, my friend. Family
Jag
show.
off juice. Oh, shut up! It ain't children's show.
It's a family show.
Like
English
40-year-old
please.
man babies are children, right?
Children love me. Last weekend, the two of them and the week before. Children fucking love me.
My week was fine. Busy at work. Got a vintage Stratos in.
vintage, not the actual vintage Stratos, but a new one, the vintage
Vintage
collection.
line from the a Masterverse vintage version of Stratos from Mattel, shipped by Walmart that didn't get canceled.
Oh, look at that! A round of applause for Walmart. Not fucking up.
Right.
Good going, buddy.
I
Which
bought
one do you
that
like better? The
Blockies
what's that?
Soundwave, that big blocky Soundwave.
Yeah.
I found one at a comic book shop on Black Friday. It's only like $20, like half price off. Trash. Fucking trash.
You're in the blockies?
No, it was $20 off, so it was only like $20. So I was like, sure, let me give this thing a shot. That everybody's raving about this articulated big ass Soundwave piece of shit.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, I
Okay,
didn't think
It's
you
a
were
piece of shit
big.
model kit. It's
Now,
just a piece. It's a light piece of shit model kit. It is
once
trash.
put together, how does it compare to the Aldi in terms of like movement?
Well, this is a lot bigger than Aldi.
No,
A
it's
lot
bigger. That's not what I mean. I mean just how it moves and functions, like what it can pose, what it can do.
I mean, it has posability. It's just garbage.
You just don't like building things?
No, I do like building things. That's why I tried it, and then it gave me the itch to try the YOLO Park Prime.
Mhm.
What is it? The Action Exquisite, whatever the fuck they call it, the Action Elite series, the big ass fucking metal one. It's a nice figure. They're really Optimus Prime figure. It's more like a build a figure than a model kit, but yeah, really,
So-
that's really nice.
Okay. Good. So what do you like better? You like the new Eternia Stratos, or do you like this one?
Oh, I like the new one better. Not by much, but yeah, I could have lived with the new Eternia one if they never made another one.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my new Eternia. I don't think I need to switch out the bench. Oh, people are home. Everyone's got fantastic timing. Gore, what's new?
I don't know. Got a bunch of Black Friday shit. Let's see. I seen I saw you and a whole lot of people over the weekend. That was a good time. I think we were up, dude. That game. After you guys left, we were still up till like 4:30 or so in the morning playing that.
Yeah, that game that made my head hurt. Your Hero Quest, or was that what it was? Hero Quest?
Yeah. I mean, look, that was everybody's first time playing that. It could have went a little smoother. I had been drinking, so that probably didn't help my ability to keep it all straight. I mean, I forgot to read to everybody what even the first quest was about, like what our goal is.
Mhm.
But we got going with it. Eli's friend had come over, Trey, and then we just got cooking with it all, and we just kept playing, and that was fun. He took control of all the characters at that point until his friend showed up.
Did you
And then he
win?
just got like crash course, and we ran with it. What did you say?
Did you win?
Well, it's not win. I mean, they were completing everything. Interestingly,
What's the point of playing a game if there's no winner?
Yeah. What is
the
this?
idea is to beat the quest, the level.
Yeah,
So
that doesn't make
like
sense.
it's not like win exactly. Like
Well, then
you're
what's the
doing what
point
you
of
want.
playing? What's
To
the
go
point of
through the
playing if there's no winner?
to go through all the quests in the storyline.
That's what book. I can just read a book if I want to go through quests in a storyline.
I guess so.
There's got to be a winner in the game.
Well, I don't know. I feel like I won because at least in the first one, because I got to kill.
I feel like I won because I had fun with my friends.
That's not what I said. I got to kill one of the heroes. Small victory. I assassinated the barbarian that Courtney was playing.
All right. See, hang on a second. Talk amongst yourselves.
Sure.
I can't talk right now. I don't know why I'm laughing.
I sure hysterical. Here, let me. You want to laugh? I'll tell you about the bitch that fucked up my dentist appointment. I was supposed to go to the dentist a month ago at the start of November. It was like the 4th or 5th or whatever. And then they rescheduled me for December 4th. So I just went. And I half wondered if I was even going to get to go to this appointment So I get a text message, and earlier in the week, like at the start of November, and they're like, "Yeah, confirm your appointment." I'm like, "Oh, I can't do that now because it's in the middle of the day, and my shift changed, and I now work on Thursdays. I haven't. This is the first time I'm working on Thursdays in like 10 years." So I call them up. I tell them, they're like, "Oh, how about this? Can you come in early in the morning that day?" I said, "Yeah, that I can do, 9 a.m. So I'll come in before work." And then we get it, locked down. She says I'm good, blah blah blah. About a half hour later, same woman calls me back and says, "Hey, just calling to confirm your appointment for like noon." I'm like, yeah, I'm confirming that I am coming, but at 9 o'clock, we just discussed this. We just switched it." And she goes, "No, we didn't." It's like confusing to me. And we quickly figure out that apparently there's somebody with a very similar name to mine. So she set that person to 9 a.m. And then I said, "Oh, okay. So just put me at 9 a.m." And she goes, "No, I can't. It's the appointment is filled." I'm like, with someone else that you thought was me, who probably doesn't know about this, and I'm getting told that I can't have that appointment now. And I started to protest it, and she just kept telling me that the appointment was filled by this other person. I'm like, "What the fuck did you do? Like, you knew you fucked up or something, and you called this other person and then let them know about it? Because I don't think so. Not in that half hour. If you're calling me to let me know about my other appointment at some other time, you get what I'm saying? So if you knew you made a mistake,
Sure, but
put
a
them back
mistake
to
was
put
made.
them back. Yeah, put them back to their old appointment.
People make
Give me back
mistakes.
the slot that I want."
You people are
But
so
that's not. But that's not what they did.
Oh my god! You got
And I just didn't
people.
understand this. Like, how could you not do that? And I just agreed to it. Said, "All right, that's fine. I hope this other person, gets their day fucked up because I think it's kind of funny." But yeah, so I was shocked to get a text message a couple days before the December 4th, and that I can actually get to go to that one. I half expected to have to call up and reschedule again. And yeah, it was a new lady that works at the desk. I don't remember her name, and I do not like her.
Damn! Don't make any mistakes. Wrong word.
No. How do you fuck up like that? And then you're too stupid to figure out how to fix it. That's so dumb.
Indeed,
That is
indeed.
fucking dumb.
What kind of Black Friday deals you get?
Well, the shelves that I ordered, that was like early Black Friday stuff. So I had ordered one of those Brotar things as a test run. So I
Mhm.
got 2 more of those.
I got some of those too.
I bought
Excited.
a bunch of lights, like the Cobb LED lights, to put in the shelves.
Mhm.
Bunch of movies and random stuff. I don't think I bought any games. I don't remember. I got a bunch of shit in the mail. Bunch of random figure things. Oh yeah, it was a 3D printer in Spain doing a bunch of miniatures. I was going to use them as proxy stuff for the Hero Quest game.
In
So I
Spain?
picked up a bunch of that. Yeah, it's just wherever the guy's located. But he has all these models, so I don't have to find other people that have it. But also, I picked this guy because of the type of resin that he uses. It's it has like a rigid nature to it, but it's flexible. So it's not like soft rubber exactly, but it's got like it's got enough flex to it that like things like swords and weapons and things are not going to break on me, in that small scale.
Sorry.
So yeah, the guy had like big coupon deal. It was like 20 or 30% off or something. So I bought a bunch of that shit. Free shipping. Feel like can't go wrong.
No, you certainly can't.
No. Yeah,
How was your
excited
week,
to get that
Wolf?
stuff.
My week, last couple weeks. I wasn't on the hangout last week.
I didn't. I just asked you about this week.
It was fine. I'll be like you. It was fine.
All right, there we go. That's good. How has your last month been, sir?
No, it's been fine. I also took part in some Black Friday stuff. And yeah, Friendsgiving last Saturday. One of my favorite things of the year. I really look forward to that every year. Seeing everyone eating good turkey, all the good food. Seeing you guys. Except you didn't come eat.
Nope.
It's okay though.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. But no, it's my favorite time of year. Love it.
Because I'm not there, is what you're saying?
No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying
You didn't come EE, so that's my favorite time of the year. That's what I heard.
you hear what you want to, buddy. You hear what you want to. Anyway, no, it was good. It was good to spend time with people. Glad to do it. And that's it. That's all I've really been up to. That's interesting anyway. I don't want to bore you with anything else.
You guys are awfully sensitive tonight. Jesus Christ.
Anyway, we got some topics tonight. As the show says, the loyal subjects recently finally they put out, I should say, their mask line, their much anticipated mask line. Everyone was looking forward to this, the mask fans at least. And early reports are they're trash. They're trash. They're garbage. They're not any good. People are pissed. God, even people from the loyal subjects are fighting with people in other groups. They blew it, guys. We were worried about them to begin with. They don't have a great track record of QC, and they didn't disappoint here. What do you think? You guys see any of this yet?
All right. Can you guys hear me right now?
Yeah.
So I have an honest question, right?
Yes.
Is it when we're saying QC issues, right? Are we dealing with like just one person who's being very loud, made a video about it, and everybody's piggybacking, or are we actually getting like multiple reports from multiple people?
Oh, no, this is widespread. This is widespread.
Okay.
The Rhino's got a bunch of things wrong with it. What's the plane? The Switchblade. Yeah, all four of them. All four of them. There's people are not happy. Definitely not happy. We got some pictures. We got some text conversations. We'll share with you in a minute. Neither of you guys were in on this wave, right?
No.
Nope.
Gort, you weren't either.
Nope.
I wasn't a mask kid, so I didn't go in on it.
Yeah. Anyone in the chat squad, if you were looking forward to this mask line, let me know. Did you still keep pre-order? Did you get anything? Did you cancel? Let me know. I also didn't have any mask toys growing up. I wanted this to work. I didn't want to go the vintage route because it's just old plastic, and I don't want someone's beat up plaything anymore. So I was really, really hoping that this was going to work. We saw the production pieces at NYCC.
They look good on the shelf.
Yeah, they look great. But in hand, they're not good. Let's pull up some things that we saw here.
I mean, it seems like the more moving parts that there are, that's going to be part of the problem. But something like that little bite, because I'm just going to highlight the comment. I feel like you're probably pretty safe with something like that, unless you're about to tell us the horror show about this.
I think I heard something about the rotators weren't working right on the bike.
No, maybe.
I thought that was one of those
complaints, or maybe it was a Switchblade. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll check it out in a minute. But Gord, are you presenting or am I presenting? How's this going to work?
You're presenting.
Oh, yeah. No, here it is. Yeah, I'll just make it full.
All right. So I joined this group recently, the Mask Toys and Fans by MaskHorse.com. That's where all the complaining I've noticed was going on. There's also some stuff going on in the TFW forums. And John Warden, who I guess is, I don't know if he's owner or designer, part of this, but he's in this group and he got butthurt by a lot of the things he saw. He wasn't too happy. So Mr. Bill Higa had a response that was cordial. It was well said. It wasn't like, you suck, fuck off, hate you, should have been $20. Nothing like that. So he had a really good response to all this. And here's what we've received so far. They say the Rhino's got the loose smokestacks, loose connection point to the rear vehicle. Fuel tanks are installed upside down. Stickers completely the wrong size. I guess there were missing paint apps on the mask. The Thunderhawk has sagging doors, incorrectly sized stickers as always. Again, rear spoiling, sticking when deployed, and Condor has some reports of rotator not spinning at it. So I guess you're ready. That's what's going on there. And then, he just said, I'm a big fan of this. Please get your shit together. John responded. He just thanked you for the cordial response. I guess people were comparing this to third party. And he's talking about how when he was working for Transformers, it was heartbreaking. He to have all his IP stolen or whatever, but he was cordial about it. So some people say that it felt lighter. Someone actually went and weighed it. The one on the left is the vintage. The one on the right is the new one. The one on the right is actually like an ounce heavier than the other one. So I guess that complaint wasn't too valid. This was during the live stream, right? You see what that circle right there? So they knew that those stickers were too big and they cut them. And
what do you mean?
They're too long. They had to fit
too long.
lengthwise.
I got other pictures. You'll see what I'm talking about. But this was the video they put out, the big presentation video. So they knew going in there was a problem. You can see the smokes or the tanks underneath there. Those two little things right there, the two steps. I guess they're supposed to be flipped around. That's the sagging that was being talked about. I mean, that shouldn't be too big of a deal because when are you going to be lifting it up like that? But
to take pictures to complain.
I mean, it's not like it's a plane or anything, so I get it. Another thing was this is a vintage, the vintage part right here. The vintage, what are they calling this? The back piece. So there was a seat in the original one, and where is it? Right there. That's the new one. They didn't put the seat in that one because I guess the new figure wouldn't fit in there. They didn't say anything about that. People were quite upset about that. And just a couple other pictures. You can see that the smokestack is leaning forward. It's very loose. It will not stay. Stickers misaligned. So the big rumor is they didn't have the actual molds for this, right? They old or lost or something. Again, this is not confirmed, but this is the working theory right now. So they had to scan the old toys, and this is the Canadian version of the Rhino, and they think they scanned this, and they think that's why the fuel tank was upside down. Also, they think it's why they're having such QC issues because they scanned old toys, not like, perfect toys. So, all the defects that were there are going to be in these. That's the working theory right now. And they're saying the reason it's sagging is because of that circle piece right there. There's not enough plastic to hold it straight. So the guy glued a battery cover to the bottom of it so it won't sag anymore. That was his workaround for that. Looks, who's going to see the bottom of those things? You saw that one. And just to show you guys, it's not just the mask that was bad. Look at this gem figure. The eyes are not printed on correctly. Like her right eye is a little far off center.
But that's as usual.
And one you can't even really tell from this fucking picture is at an angle. There's shadows. Like whoever took this picture to complain is a fucking idiot.
No. Look.
I'm just.
You can see like black lines in the white. Everything is off center from one another.
If you're gonna do this, you need to take a better picture. Is what I'm saying.
Zoom in on that if you can. Like you can see it. That's pretty crappy. But like stuff like that's pretty regular. Like I see that in stuff all the time still. Like you'll see that in Black Series, Marvel Legends, blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so not good on that.
And I've seen the gem dolls in Walmart before, and they look fine. Like I didn't see anything like that at least, but doesn't mean it doesn't happen.
So we got two Thunderhawks right here. We got the vintage on the left. We got the new one on the right. I've seen pictures of this with the door sagging a little bit lower. That's easily fixed, from my understanding, by stretching the springs out, widening them so that they catch and point up a little bit. Mm-hmm. So that's not a huge deal, but they said the stickers aren't cut right on that either. Here's the, what is this, the Condor? So the Condor has a big problem here, in my opinion. You see by the rotor where that little dip in plastic?
Yeah.
That's where it bends to snap into the side, so it turns into the motorcycle, right?
Okay.
That is an ultra thin piece of plastic. And yes, we had that on the original toy, but I don't think it should have been reproduced here because it's so thin. And let me see if I can find it. Okay, this is a picture I took from a Retro, what's his name? Mega J Blaster? Mega
J Retro.
Mega J Retro.
Mega
Sorry.
J Big Mouth? Okay.
Yeah, Mega J Big Mouth. If you look on the left-hand side, you can already see the stress marks.
Well, yeah, but that's the nature of how that stuff works in general.
Yeah, I get that, but like,
I mean, it's not a stress mark. I mean, it is, but that's by design. That's not a stress mark from damage. That's a stress mark because that's just gonna happen.
No, I know. But
Go ahead, Wolf. No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I get it's part of the original design, but I don't think they should have done it that way.
Well, the whole point of this line. Look, I'm not excusing all these other QC issues, right? But something like this isn't a reimagined modern take on mass, right? They're literally recreating the vintage toy. So you're going to get the same design as the vintage toy, which is why you got that thin piece of plastic there. Now if this was Ramadoodle over there doing it and his versions of it all with his wildly different scales and whatever, third party, sure. But for them, this is literally just a recreation of the vintage line. So you're going to get those same designs,
right?
Which will equal those same design flaws. I'm not excusing all the rest, right? The stickers, upside down tanks, it's that's on them. That is on them. When I first heard about QC, I was wondering about if you could blame the factory, but a lot of this is definitely on them on how they proceeded to make these toys. There was no reason to fuck up the stickers.
Yeah, that's, I would say, the most egregious thing going on here.
So this slide right here. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, not good.
No, I'm just saying this slide right here explains more of the switchblade. The wings barely hold in place. The left gun helicopter stand isn't fully glued in place. The left gun doesn't fully eject and only extends fully when pulled out. And the helicopter blade is a major PITA to have sit under its clip. I can't show you the VIN, but apparently there's a problem with that blade.
PITA, pain in the ass.
Pain in the ass. Thank you for that.
And I see that. I see what you're saying.
Look at these stickers.
That's
See, now this is a better picture. Yes.
Well, yeah.
Now I can see. Now I can really. Now I can see where there is really an issue here with the stickers.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not forgivable.
Yeah, that's
right there.
Yeah,
that's yeah,
that's not good.
Oh,
and another thing that look at the front grille. I guess doesn't sit flush either.
I can't tell from here, but
I'm not.
Picture, but
the ram. I can tell. I'm telling you, that's how it is.
I could see where it's two pieces. Is what you mean? Like those should be pressed together. See, like that stuff. Like I don't know. Like when you can see it like that and it is visually like that's a problem. But like some of the things, like you're like I was trying to think of an example, like the wing, the blades on the Condor there, like the thin plastic. The first example I had in the back of my head when you have like action figures that come with like a suitcase or briefcase or whatever, and they're on that hinge. It's thin like that. Like I've never had some. I'm not saying it can't happen, but I've never had something like that break. But that's where you always get that stress mark from something that like folds or collapses like that. But it's like the material expectedly would be durable, but when everything else like this comes into question, like then you're left wondering about it. Like, how good is this plastic?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like in the older toy, you could probably get away with doing it for a while before it breaks. I get that, but like this is what you're getting from them: shitty stickers, bad quality. Do you trust that thin piece of plastic? That's what I'm trying to say here, because I certainly don't. So, what else? Oh, I want to talk about this. Here's a guy that's saying, hey, appreciate what this is. Don't complain because they won't make mask figures anymore. So don't complain. And then this guy,
Okay, so go buy old ones. Like
Same
you don't
goes for
need them to
Motu.
make
Just
new
be
ones.
happy that it's back. I have a problem with this mentality. This is
You know what? You know what that mentality is?
what?
That's every motherfucker that was like, "What do you mean Revenge of the Fallen's a bad Transformers movie?" Be happy that it brought Transformers back for a new generation of children to have their mind poisoned. Why aren't you happy for that? Why aren't you happy that people are going to get more of something shitty? Why aren't you happy that they're getting crappy quality? I don't know. It's just me though.
Yeah, people like this. I'm sorry. Just stop it. Okay, just fucking stop it, man.
Yeah,
Like, oh
maybe
yeah, I'm so happy to get crap. Give me more. No,
yeah,
you hire get some better standards, dude. Like, just if you got a broken pile of plastic in your box, you still gonna be happy? You still gonna be like, oh, I'm just so happy it's back. I've got super glue. I'll
yeah.
do it. Stop it. Just
I got
quit
super.
giving excuses for these people, man. Just fucking
So, look,
bullshit. All right, I'm done.
as far as Motu, right? They're
Yeah.
not fucking up the line though.
No, they're not.
They're not even the original Netflix figures. I didn't care for because it wasn't character designs I wanted or cared about.
But the figure's well made.
But the figures were well made, and
Yeah.
and ever since they started the new Eternia line and all the other lines, the figures are very. I mean, as with every line, sure, there's a miss here and there.
Sure.
I have no complaints about it, and the origins too. From what I've heard, origins have been made very well.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about with Motu, but that's besides the
Yeah.
point. Like
Now, if you're
He's
talking
just trying to use
about
an example of something else that came back. You should be happy just like that, except exactly this: quality product versus, toilet bowl cleaner.
but now if we're talking about the media shit, the Netflix show was not that good. And we all know how I feel about the fucking movie coming.
right,
so
right. We'll go there.
I'm not gonna go down that line.
You know what the worst part about the Netflix show is?
What's that?
There's a lot of production value that's put into that for a really weak story. They hired a hefty voice cast, more or less. Like there was a lot of like celebrity people, is what I mean. But what value is that if you're going to tell a bad story? Just a story, meh, like very very mediocre.
Yeah, again,
To be fair, like the old cartoon is only so good, but that doesn't mean you want to match that exactly. Let's do better.
yeah. No, I remember the He-Man groups were the same way when that thing came out. Like, I mean, people did hate it, but people were also like, just enjoy it for what it is. Be glad it's back because we haven't had Motu in 40 years.
Fake fans.
Stop it. Like,
It's okay to be critical of stuff.
Yeah, it's okay to be critical. It's okay not to like things. I mean, yeah, I get it gets old when it's over and over again, but
like
we gotta have better standards than that, Mac. They're not gonna
Yeah.
improve if you don't put them to the hold them to a better standard.
This is true.
Sorry, fired up. I had this on pre-order. I had the bundle with an anniversary Rhino, the one that was not the black and gold one, but the one that had the different color missiles. There was different paint apps. And I got a notice that it was going to be coming soon. And thankfully, I saw all these complaints and I canceled. I canceled because I have standards. And I mean, listen, I have made this mistake in my life. I still collect Super 7 Thundercats. I shouldn't. I shouldn't. I should say F off, but I'm too deep. But I'm not doing it anymore with this. Like, I'm not going to accept, bullshit standard. Bullshit standards,
Shouldn't have to.
No.
It doesn't matter that it's product that you otherwise would want or like. And I say it like I'll go back and forth with this one jokingly. Like I've been pretty upfront about being a big Dino Riders guy. That's not something that I would necessarily like to see visited, partly because of the expense behind some of those purchases or the value that is there. And I get that from any collector doesn't want to see their stuff replicated, but there is a difference between something that can be replicated but something that has so many moving pieces like that, or is just a lot of parts rather, it's not going to be done right. And there's problems with that old toy line too. And I don't expect to see that fixed. I expect there to be all new problems, kind of like this mask line. I'd be happy that that's not something that's getting, regurgitated to me right now. I'm very happy with that old stuff that I got. I don't need new. I don't think you're going to do it better. I don't think the quality can be better. But
I
at
would
the
go
same
in.
time, if a company did want to make that Brontosaurus available for much cheaper than the aftermarket of that thing right now, I would take that. But it's like kind of a one-off.
I agree.
That's
I would go in, and I would still, even if it was loyal subjects, I would go in on Dino Riders. I'd give them a shot.
I mean,
it's a toy that's like it's prone to breaking.
I know.
And I see this, I'm like, oh yeah, please don't do that.
I would still give it a shot, even if just to get the T-Rex, and just get it to stand and display on the shelf, right? Never touch it again. I would.
these are the same.
Yeah.
That mentality is the same people who bought that Dock of Toys Kronos
Oh,
for $300.
I'm begging for somebody to bring back Inhumanoids, and I feel like if my best bet would probably be loyal subjects, as they're delving into these lines. So
Yeah.
I need them to succeed with what they're doing. And this
Why
is just
can't
not
you
a good
pick up
sign.
the vintage stuff?
Dude, they're expensive. They are expensive.
Yeah, just like Mask is.
These new toys are not exactly like cheap
No,
either.
but
They're
that
original retail, you know.
like that Decompose is hundreds of dollars.
Mhm.
Okay, so
get him
Inhumanoids is
complete.
like Nano Riders. Gotcha.
Yeah. Not quite, not as bad. Not as bad. Right.
So for Dino Riders,
we're not charging 1,000 plus for 2,000 for some of those dinos.
yeah.
Inhumanoids is, but
So for anybody like, 'cause I don't expect people are going to know this, but like the Brontosaurus goes for 2,000 plus. If you wanted like all the pieces and in good shape kind of thing, you can get beaters, but you're still going to spend like 13 or 1,700 bucks or some wild price. Like it's not cheap stuff.
Yeah.
The T-Rex, you might see it for a couple $100, but it's probably fucked up. It's probably all yellowed plastic. The gray plastics that were not painted in that toy line have a tendency to turn yellow and brown over time. And I have pictures of stuff, and I could show you these plastics were all once the same color. And when you see them side by side, at different stages of life, or they were one was in the humid basement, one was like well kept, one was in the sun, whatever the situation. Some of that stuff is just horrendous looking. So it's very hard to even piece something together because you can have so many mismatched colors. That's the problem with that toy line. Like, and there's a reason it is expensive, because just trying to cobble something together and fix something that had all these broken pieces, that's fucking impossible. The smaller sets, because there are less pieces, some of those, like, you could still get them like under 100, and some of them might be a couple hundred with or without a box type of scenario. Mint and seal box, that's a whole other ball game. But yeah, like even that T-Rex, like you want a nice one, like that's probably like, you're going to be dropping upwards of $1,000 easy.
Yeah,
and I mean, that walks and no brakes, no bullshit. Sorry.
That's all right. Yeah, I was going to ask you if they did Inhumanoids, would you still get it from them? I guess you're a yes on that one.
Yeah. The only company that I will not buy from would be Ramen Fucks.
Right. So let me ask, how do you think this is going to affect things going forward? They listen, they had loyal subjects had a kind of a bad reputation to begin with, okay, and this didn't help.
Not at all.
Mask is a niche thing. It wasn't that popular. It was, I think this is the first Mask stuff we've had since the 80s, right? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, besides Ramen doing it, yeah, Ramen.
I mean, besides it, I'm talking officially.
Yeah, real companies.
Yes, officially. I'm trying to be a little nice for once, but sure, okay. Yes, this is the first official Mask product that I know of since back then. Yes.
Yeah, they had to hit it out of the park, and they didn't.
Not at all.
Wave 2 is still in development. I think the one guy we just looked at, he said he's looking at things, making sure it's okay. Well, take that for what it's worth. Will there be anything beyond Wave 2? Will Wave 2 even come out? What do you guys think the future of this is going to be?
I think Wave 2 is going to come out, and they're going to have to make sure it is absolutely fucking perfect.
I think they should be offering up immediately an apology for at least those stickers and a way to get correct sheets or something,
Yeah, but
Offer
like
it with a follow-up product, or like here you can buy a pack.
they got to do some.
You know?
They really do need to do something to help alleviate the issues from the first wave. My thing about the stickers is how hard is it going to be to get what kind of stickers do they use, and are people able to get them off, right? Because
Right.
not all stickers can come off easily,
That's true.
right?
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering what they use, right? If it's something that can be easily removed, yes, send everybody a fucking replacement sheet. At least, yes, you have to do the work yourself, but at least they're giving you something to help fix it, right?
Right.
They're showing you that they care. They're showing you that they're listening. Hey, we're going to try to make it right. Not just, it is what it is. Here's wave 2. Because it's going to hurt wave 2. As you can see yourself, you have already canceled wave 1. And I'm
Yeah.
sure you're not the only person that has canceled wave 1 now.
Oh, no, definitely not.
So that hurts. There cannot be a hiccup in wave 2 if there's going to be a wave 3, or this is or mass, or they kill themselves. They better just stop. Just stop after wave 2. If wave 2 comes out and there's problems and issues, it's just time to give it up, because people are not going to be going in 3 times. Like, look, we've been there and we do it like you said, right? Thundercats, right? Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. It took me 6 waves to finally be like, I'm done.
Yeah.
And I got out, right? So we'll get us as consumers, we can be we'll complain, and we'll let it be known our frustration, but we'll give a company more than one chance, right? We've done it. How many bad X-Trans bots figures have people bought? How many bad Fansoys figures have people bought? How many bad just took horror? People still buy mainline Transformers for whatever fucking reason it is. Like we're very forgiving when you're giving us what we want, but a company like Loyal Subjects already has a bad reputation. If they want to keep mass going, they're going to have to make do on the first wave, fix it, and make sure the future waves don't have these problems.
Absolutely. Brian Brink asked, my mask all-in pre-order hasn't dropped yet. Should I cancel it? Brink, I'm going to say yes. I don't think you're in danger of that selling out. I think you can get that on clearance maybe later.
Ooh. Yeah, that's actually
up to you.
I just bet.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, watch the videos, go to the mask groups, my friend. But I think you're better off.
Make the more informed choice, like he said. Watch the content.
Right. Let me ask you this: should they have? How do I want to ask this? Obviously, they went with reissues of the original figures, right? Should they have gone with maybe some slightly updated figures, like not just scanning things, but maybe better mechanisms, better thicker plastic in that blade? Like, should they have
the hardware,
maybe put their own little tiny spin on it?
I think the short answer to that would be yes. But as far as redesigning any of the vehicles or trying to go for like a modern look, definitely no.
No.
Right.
Yes, from the
Again, I don't know if
internal.
that was part of it.
Yes. What? Go ahead.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. It muted on me for a second.
I didn't know we stopped hearing you.
No, my mic literally said muted for some reason. From the outside, no, but internal mechanisms to make things work, yes, right? That you could have done with no problem. Well, I won't say no problem, but nobody would have cared. As long as it looked like it was supposed to exactly, whether you had different type of spring mechanism or whatever you changed on the inside, no one's going to give a fuck. No one was going to care, right? And maybe that's where they screwed up, right? But like you said, they didn't have the molds either. So, now you're putting money into design and production. It's, I don't consider Loyal Subjects a big company that has a lot of wiggle room to get these things done, right? So they need them to be good right off the bat to keep people invested. And unfortunately, it looks like, wave 1 was not a hit.
One thing I've heard, and I don't know how true this is, again, take this with a grain of salt. They're saying that Hasbro wanted like 6 figures for that license, and that's probably why they had to cut the corners they did. I mean, I don't possible. Like, who knows?
It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, why? I mean, I'm a company. Hey, yeah, it's my license. We own it. You want it? Sure, you're gonna pay. You know, I think. I don't know. Well, those figures are not considered 3 3/4, right? They're smaller than
They're
3
smaller.
3/4, right? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I think. Who owns the Dynamite license again? Gordon? Mattel.
So
I don't know. It's
Okay.
a shame. I was hoping it would have worked out better for them for Wave 1.
yeah, listen, my son, me too. Like I said, I never had mask toys. I wanted this to finally be it, and I'm disappointed. Again, no, I don't think anyone's ever going to do any more, aside from Ramen. And maybe they'll. Actually, that's a good question. Do you think now that these suck, he'll jump in and do more?
What you'll get?
Like
more
one,
what?
One every
One
couple
figure
years?
every 5 years? Like get the fuck out! Fuck! You stop. Just stop. I don't. Just stop.
Mhm.
No, that's a good point. That is a good point.
You know, there's nothing Not only does he take years to get shit out, it has QC issues either. Also, so no, there's no. Anyway, moving on. You want to buy a
Yeah, but
basketball
if you
from Ramen?
if you
Be my
bought it
guest.
from Ramen Toys,
He'll tell you to go
be
fuck
like,
yourself if you
well,
don't like it. Have a
I was
problem.
gonna say the tanks on the side, they wouldn't be, they might be upside down, but they wouldn't be glued. So you just take it off easy and slap it back
Yeah,
on.
and he'll send you instructions on how to fix it before you got it.
Yeah, he'll let you know what glue to buy so it doesn't disintegrate the plastic.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Well, I hope that Wave 2 is better. I hope that they do a better job with QC. I hope they can somehow make Wave 1 make it right. I don't know how they would do that other than sticker sheets. I mean, I don't know how you fix the other issues. Like, do you give them new smokestacks or whatever? But I'm still rooting for them. I hope they change it around, man. I really do, because I know mask fans are hungry, and they want to eat good and they don't want to eat shit. So
Yeah, but the question is, are there enough of them out there for someone to pick this up from, let's say, loyal subjects if it fails?
yeah, that's true. I do think if there was a market for this, I think Hasbro would have done it already.
I don't believe. I don't know about. I don't know about that either. Because Hasbro's been sitting on this license. They could have done this. They should have done this already. Because obviously people wanted it. There were people who wanted this. Hasbro should have done it.
Maybe. All right. Well, I think that's enough of that one. What else do we want to talk about tonight, boys? What else do we have on the plate? Gord, did you look up the Netflix Warner Brothers thing? You want to talk about that?
Yeah, Netflix. Trying to buy Warner Brothers.
Well, I heard they did buy it.
82.7 billion. Well, I mean, they made a deal but it still has to go through, and it looks like people would like to prevent this or stop it or block it or cancel it. But that's yet to be seen. Like, there's been other mergers that have, looked like they were going to go through that have fallen apart. Right.
Hey, I don't want to backtrack here real quick, but what do you think of this? Would a HasLab have done better? A mask HasLab?
That's the thing. I don't know how. Are there 10,000 mask fans out there to go in on a HasLab? I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think it would have done better than Tron. Yeah. But would it have funded? I don't know if there's that many mask fans out there. I mean, it sounds like there are. I mean, several people in this group. I saw someone say they have a full mask collection ready. I know Brinktos has mask. Wolf, you were going in on it. So there's this, there are, maybe, I don't know.
Sorry, Gord, go ahead and continue. I thought it was.
There's not a lot to really say. Like, there's no full details. There's only the mention that HBO Max as a service will not go away. There's no plan as of now to merge those. So the two platforms will remain separate, but there would be shared content of some kind.
Yeah.
So outside of, and that's with what they have right now. as in reference to making future content, getting access to everything Warner Brothers has, especially the DC stuff. I think that sounds pretty interesting.
It's funny. Speaking of DC,
I'm
real
curious
quick,
there.
I got to get this in there. So this happened, and the Snyder Bros are very excited because they think that they'll remove James Gunn and bring back the Snyderverse.
Oh god,
I'll say that
delusional fuckers.
I wouldn't be shocked if they remove James Gunn, but I don't think they would bring back the Snyderverse, because after that man made failures of movies for Netflix, I don't think they're exactly going to be jumping on his dick anytime soon.
Rebel Moon.
Oh my goodness, so good that I forgot they even made a second one.
Yep.
And then there was supposedly, here's the extended, betterer version that I'm sure is not, and just longer. That's not a movie
Longer
I need more of.
trash. Yeah, no.
If anything, I need the shorter version, please.
It's interesting because you're gonna have basically Netflix now owns Game of Thrones with HBO Max, Warner Brothers, and all that shit. They own Harry Potter, right?
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Brink shared something in the one group. I want to bring it up real quick. Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay. If they're getting all that, look, say a lot about what you want about Netflix. They do make, for the most part, pretty decent Netflix original shows, right?
Uh-huh.
I've watched plenty of them. I mean, we got Stranger Things going on. They did Ozark. They did Narcos. They did Witcher. In the beginning, was good. It started off great until they fucked that up. They've done.
They have a lot of ability.
Yes,
to
and
create things. Not everything takes off, and some things
no, of course
go
not.
sour. Witcher is a good example of this.
Mm-hmm.
I know some people are still into it. That's fine.
That's the one said House of Cards, another good one. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like you said, not all of it is great, but hit or miss. I'm not afraid of Netflix owning this, is what I'm saying. Like, they've done good shit. That gives me hope that they can continue to do good stuff owning this stuff. Orange and New Black. Yep, there's another one.
Can you guys see the screen?
Yeah.
Brink shared this.
Warner Brothers, DC, HBO Max, which gives them HBO Max Original, which also gives them Sopranos. Do you revive Sopranos in some way, shape, or form?
I would.
No, you can't. You can't. But
no, well, I wouldn't be against a Young Tony series. You did Many Saints of Newark. You had his son play.
His kid's
Tony.
Not bad. I'll give him that.
Exactly. So I wouldn't be against a young Tony series, right? But nothing past or parallel to The Sopranos, right?
Right.
That's how you do something before. I'm just saying it just gives Netflix interesting options right now with things like Game of fucking Thrones. That was one of the biggest fucking TV shows of the last decade.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even of your lifetimes, how big and how popular Game of Thrones got at its height. They own this now. They could do stuff with this if they want to, right?
It's interesting.
It's just interesting.
Before we do other things, yeah.
It's just interesting what they have acquired now, with this purchase.
Do you see HBO Max and Netflix streaming services eventually merging? Because I can't imagine.
I mean, you could do that, and I'm not against it if I have to, depending on the price, and I could cut down one of my streaming services. Sure, why not?
Look at the slow integration of Hulu and Disney Plus.
Yeah,
I think that we'll start to see something quite like that, and you'll have titles on both platforms. Some, not all. But eventually, there's an outcome there. They're going to become one and the same. The Hulu and Disney for sure. I don't know why they wouldn't.
Right.
They already feel that way to me.
I think it might have been a slow rollout for them. It's like a testing of the waters because remember, it's Disney, right? Disney has this family stigma to it, so to speak. And sometimes when you see certain movies on Disney Plus, as I'm scrolling through, I'm like, that doesn't seem like a Disney movie. Shouldn't be on there, but it's coming because it's connected with Hulu. It might just be one of those to see people really have an issue with seeing some of these type of shows on Disney Plus. Maybe that's why they went slow with it. Who knows? Just a theory. See people notice, see people complain.
Yeah. What else? What else? Yeah, man, I don't know. We'll see. It's gonna be interesting what they do.
Yeah, I think we just need more information to come over.
I'm not about to pull up a picture, but speaking of combiners, I saw that new Hasbro Bruticus, which is totally ridiculous. It looks like Hank Hill's father.
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
it's horrible.
I think it looks fucking stupid.
Yeah, they're not doing too good with the combiners, but it's mainline. What are you gonna do, right?
Not buy it.
Exactly.
No, Deadpool Wolverine is on Disney Plus, and that isn't Disney, but it is Marvel, and Disney owns Marvel, so it kind of makes sense why it's there. But I've seen other
all the
wild
Marvel
movies.
stuff is on Disney.
Yeah, I've seen other wild shit pop up on Disney Plus, and I'm like, ooh. Okay.
Bruticus equal Wolfie.
The hell, who is this?
That is quite the insult. You don't recognize that icon?
Is that Joseph? I didn't know he
No,
was
that's
Skywarp
Skywarp
53.
53. Big time Transformers fan.
Hate that guy. See?
Yeah, definitely from TFW.
What is Esteban have to say? Netflix was the first streamer to buy a movie theater in order to run their films and give all creators a chance to premiere films and earn awards. Interesting.
No,
Yeah, man. Like I said,
you're
we'll
wrong.
see.
They're gonna shut down all the movie theaters. This is their slow bit of power to do that. Christopher Nolan and Quentin Tarantino and all these people who like movie theaters won't have that. They'll have to go build their own. Yeah,
I have to put Joe in timeout.
You
James Cameron, he can go build all the movie theaters he wants with his Avatar cash.
Oh God, Avatar 3 still coming out?
Unfortunately, yes.
Ooh, jinx.
And he also said if this doesn't do well, there might not be a 4 and 5. So please, everybody, I beg of you, don't go see this shit.
Do your duty. Stay at home.
Do your duty. Stay home.
Yeah, stay at home. Have again, theme of the night. Have standards.
Did he really
Go
say
see.
that?
Have
Yeah,
standards.
I read. Yeah, he said something about 4 and 5 might be in jeopardy.
They already filmed all that shit.
I didn't know there was going to be a 4 and 5. God
Oh, yeah.
damn. People really like this shit. Like,
So here's my. I'm going to give you my quick.
Well, listen, they are. You know, look, we got water and fire. We got earth and wind left. Like we got to tell the full tale here.
I'll give you my
We
quick
can summon Captain Planet.
PG version of the popularity of Avatar.
please.
Visually, it was ahead of its time.
Absolutely.
It also did more. I think it was like 70% of its box office was overseas. It also had an extremely long runtime in theaters, longer than most movies do. It had more than one release, I think. Also, they did.
Yes, you are correct.
And
what was it? One of the Avengers movies beat it, and then they put Avatar back in theaters so that it came in again.
Something like that. Yes, to put it back up. So, based off of that interest of the first one, right? Which I'll be honest, wasn't a bad movie. It really wasn't a bad movie. It was. Everybody went to the second one, did very well also. But the second one was god fucking awful. And all technology, everything had kind of caught up to it visually, so there was nothing special about the second one.
Right.
I don't think the third one's gonna do nowhere near as well. And I could be wrong.
I gotta just correct Esteban. The first movie was Suck, not Win.
And
wind.
if you want to hear my non-family R-rated version on why Avatar did so well, join us in Unbroadcasted Hangout, and I'll tell you guys why the first one did so well.
Something about foreign markets and.
I know where you're going with this. Yeah, again, join the on broadcast. It gets colorful sometimes. All right. What else do we want to talk about? Do we want to talk about the Robeson? Was that also discussed?
I wanted to pick people's brains on what they thought of this Arctic His tank now coming and finally being
right, we
announced
did.
with the price.
Okay, yeah. So if you don't know, and I'm sure you do, the second version of the His tank pre-order has dropped on HasbroPulse.com. It is a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. It is a made-to-order pre-order. So you have the next month to order it. It's $200. No electronics, only one figure. Obviously, they repainted it. A couple new things. Price is $200. As usual, people
for the stripped down repaint. Yep.
For the stripped down repaint. Of course, you have your people that think it should be $50 with 9 figures. Let me ask, what do you guys think of this?
So, I have two conflicting theories here, right?
All right.
$299 was the His tank, right?
Yes,
it was the original His tank, right?
Back in what 2020?
4 years ago, 3 years, whatever it was, right?
Right.
You got what 4 figures with it, or 5? I don't remember. Someone correct me there, please. Four figures.
The early bird,
the two drivers, the
and the Cobra
tactician,
Commander.
and Vote Thing and Cobra Commander.
Plus the other add-ons like the canopy and whatever else.
Alternate parts.
You had the alternate parts to make it look into two different His tanks.
Yes.
Yep.
And you had the and the electronics, right? For $299, for $300.
Yes, you did.
For just $100 less, you're getting one figure without all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It seems, when you look at it that way, right? It seems like it's a bit expensive, right? 4 figures alone is $100 that they're alone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and then everything else. You waiting? You need to talk to me? Give me 1 second. Continue.
No, you bring up a good point. Again, $100, you're getting three less figures and less electronics. Gord, do you think that's worth that?
I think it is.
Yeah.
I think that this also has some new pieces that are going up on the sides. So like there is a little bit of new tooling for this. I don't think that would be, all of the cost, but some of it's coming from other pieces. Like you have like the different, weapons that are mounting up on the top. Like you still have like the chin mounted cannon, and you have basically the Stinger missiles. But like I said, it's slightly different pieces and things that are coming with it, and it has a whole deco going on, like the snow type stuff. So I don't know. I don't think I don't think this is a bad deal. I don't think that it's a bad price. It's actually kind of what I was expecting, right on the money. And look, it's $50 less than that Tron piece of shit, and it's a whole lot more plastic and toy. So I really don't think you can go wrong.
Brink asks a good question. Basically, would you consider this His tank $100 more than the Stinger and Vamp? Do I see the $100 more value? I mean, it is bigger.
It's basically twice the size and material of all that stuff, especially like having the interior. And I mean, I'm sure if like you squish down the treads, it's not equaling the tires on the other ones or anything, but it's just different type of mechanisms and higher piece counts. So I don't know. It's judged differently. Like at best worst, I like 1.5 times price of one of those.
So this is where I was going.
And
with
then they're upcharging it.
Yeah. Before I got interrupted, and had to step away. Yes, I think this is part of the reason why it is $200 is the tariffs and everything that's going on now. I think if they would have made this probably right after, let's say before all this craziness went on, It probably would have been around 175. Is
Yeah.
is my guess
I can
for
see
what
that.
you're getting. Now with things being the way they are, I don't know. I've seen a lot of complaints about the price, which I mean, we knew we were going to see a lot of complaints about the price, no matter what they charge. I mean, it could have been $1 and someone would have complained. But I don't know. Like if this, I like this idea of them doing these repaints, right? I
Mhm.
know there's a lot of people that want that Tiger Force Dragonfly, and they'd like the Rattler in another color, and the blue Hiss tank and whatever, right? I think it's a good idea. I think our current economic situation sucks for at a time like this for it to come out, but that is what it is. Nothing we can really do about that, but get through it and buy it or not. But if this doesn't do well, right? This could definitely make them gun shy on giving you those repaints of the other Hisenks. I mean, of the other Haslabs that we've
Yeah,
gotten so far.
and look, I would agree to that. I think that something that would have solidified this a little better as an offering is if they did the Hiss 3, the blue one. I think that had a higher chance, or not a higher chance, but I
I
think
think it's a
they
more
would sell
popular
more
look.
units. I
I
think
think
they
it's
would
a
sell
more
more units.
popular. Yes.
Yeah. Now the mistake might have been not announcing this at the same time as the Snowcat, and I would say that's a large reason why this thing even exists. If you did that at the same time, you
That's
might have sold
interesting.
more Snowcats or faster quantity of Snowcats. Like it might have, funded faster kind of thing, hit the goals faster.
Well, they did drop the T's. They dropped the T's when the Snowcat funded for this.
Yeah, but you don't know what the fuck it was, so it didn't matter.
Everybody fucking knew what it was. We all knew his tank was coming. He literally resaid. They literally said repaint the Hiss
Yeah,
in
but
that T. So we knew what it was.
yeah, but it's still not confirmed, and you don't have the visual. I'm saying they
You
had
don't
to
have
show
the
it.
visual. You definitely don't have the visual. That is correct. That is definitely correct.
I mean, other thing they could have done that would help something like the Snowcat, like like Polar Bear, something like that. Polar Bear, the vehicle, not the one that came with Snake Eyes.
Yeah.
Peanut Gallery.
I also think that at the time, I think people thought that they weren't going to do anything else. Maybe that's why they didn't think that they didn't get your hint when they were dropping it. They think, oh no, they're not gonna. They said they weren't gonna do anymore. It was one and done. You know?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I mean, we're playing around here with the wording of what Hasbro has said about HasLabs one and done. Because look, Marvel Legends, those are all reused bucks anyway for the most part.
Sure.
A
It
lot
won't
of
be an identical offering.
yeah, you're not getting an identical offering, so they're not giving you a black Hiss tank stripped down. You're not getting that. That's not what they did here. So I haven't, like I said, I have no problems with this. I also think their timing in December or Christmas time. I mean, I know you're not paying for it now, but a lot of people are like, oh, it's going to come out in a year from now. So it's going to come out around next holiday season.
Well, you got a year to save up for it. At least you know it's
yeah, but still, it's like, someone like me saving up or not. I'm like, God damn, I don't know, man.
I get that. Yeah.
Kids, family, like it's like just like this is a hard time, I think, for companies to sell big shit like this to adult collectors, and I think that is the thing here. It is adult collectors that are buying his things. You're not no one's putting this under the tree for the 7-year-old. Not to the point where it's going to be a successful line. You might have a couple outliers here and there where the kids are really into this stuff, but this is mostly this GI Joe line is fueled by adults.
Absolutely.
You can't tell me otherwise. I won't believe it's not fueled 80, 90%, 95% by adults. So you're asking the grown adults right now to shell out the extra $200 around the holidays, whether it's this holiday season or next holiday season when you're actually going to get charged for it. Like right now, I have that waiting for that Sentinel to come in, X-Men 97 Sentinel. That's what, $175, $200. I'm waiting to get charged for it. Right now, people are starting to get it, so I know it's coming any minute.
Right.
And it's to the point where it's like, maybe I should not. Not done holiday shopping. I'm not done Christmas shopping. The holidays are not over yet. December just started. It's just a bad time for this stuff sometimes.
No, I get that. Again, I think if they were charging right away, you'd have more pushback. But you do, like I said, like you do have a year. I mean, obviously, a lot can happen in a year, but I mean, you could put a little bit of money away each paycheck and still get this without a problem. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's. I think you have a valid point, but I just, like I said, I think unless they were charging right now, yeah, it's not going to be that big of a deal. One are you muted again, E? Is he there? I think his mic went out.
Yeah, he's not saying nothing.
Okay. So one question I saw floating around on the groups was, will this affect future HasLabs? Obviously, people who might have gone in on this might want to wait now for the less stripped down, less expensive version. Do you? We kind of talked about this on the NYCC show.
I don't think it'll have an effect.
You don't think it'll have an effect? You don't think people will wait?
No, because I mean, look at this. This is a totally different offering. Like, for example, it doesn't come with the classic Hiss cannon, even. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you bought this, you would have, and you want a Hiss tank, like a proper one, you're gonna have to paint the whole thing, and then you would have to go get 3D printed parts, and then all that cost. No, just buy the HasLab. I think zero effect.
Yeah.
Now,
if
something
this
like
would
a
have been a black
pack that's a lot more similar, I think that would create a bigger argument for this, but you can't do much with that thing like this.
If they would have done the black one, just stripped down, then maybe some people might have a valid point.
100%.
Now, but then look, it's also been 4 years, 3 years. You're waiting. They waited years to do this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And there's no guarantee that they're going to do it for every HasLab either, right?
Right.
Like, like you want a Hiss tank, you want that blue one. You might not get the blue one. They might not do this again for the Hiss tank.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, just be happy it's not the Eco Warriors colors, But like really, what Esteban's saying here, like, I didn't get the Rattler. Let me wait and see what they do next, and then you get the Tiger Rat. You don't want that.
Yeah, and then they're done.
Yeah. Didn't they make a red Rattler, a red Rattler?
Possibly. I'm not aware.
There's
of
a red
I'm not
one.
telling you know.
I'm sure there was a crimson one.
I just know
I think there's a red one. But it's the same thing. How and there's tons of variants of the Hiss tank, right?
Right.
There's tons of variants of the Snowcat, right?
Yeah.
I want the blah 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 color of Snowcat, right? The one they call the Basilisk. But they don't make that. They don't do that repaint. Then you're waiting another how many more years? Like, yeah, no, I don't think this hurts their HasLabs at all one bit. Not at all.
Well, I agree.
And if any asshole sits there and says, I'm just going to wait for my color version to come out in 10 years from now, you wait 10 years.
So I see,
in 10 years, you might not even be collecting anymore. So
exactly.
I see from 2002, there's a Rattler that was in a bit of an orangey copper color.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
maybe. But that's like a deep cut. I don't know.
Yeah, but
let me get that.
See, but this is why I kind of said that.
Wait, they have what year is this? 2016. What was this? This is San Diego. They did a red one. It was called Power Glide. It came with a scarlet. I don't remember this.
I vaguely remember this. I think I might have heard about it, but yeah,
I remember him doing Jetfire, but I don't remember this.
Yeah,
this is one of those things where I'm like, maybe the HasLab should give you color options. You saw how the Ecto 1 gave you options for Ecto 1 or Ecto 2?
Mm-hmm.
Do something like that where you give people color options.
See, now that I could see being a problem because, again, what if you want a blue one and a black one? That's what, $600 right there?
And you're right. But you're
pricey.
ordering two. You're ordering two.
Yeah.
And it's better for Hasbro. And whether you can afford it or not, that's actually up to the consumer or not if they can do it. But you're giving them the option, and you're also giving them a reason to buy more than one.
Yeah, and
Right.
it wouldn't be the first time that they make a HasLab where you have multi-option of what you're actually getting. They did it with, say, the Cantina, for example.
Mhm. You know, sail barge, right? There's nothing about the sail barge except for keeping 1 mint in box that makes you want to buy more of them, right?
True.
Sentinels was different, right? You can army, you want to army, people wanted to army build those Sentinels just when they realized how fucking big they were.
Some people did buy 3 of them. I remember. Yeah.
You know, Galactus is not a figure that you army build, right? But it's still sold really well. But it's Galactus. You know, when you make these vehicles that people want to army build, that they can if they have the money, they have the room for, and you give them the options where, oh, I could get a black and a blue one and a red one, it makes it more enticing. I don't know how hard that is to get done with the factories and have it done in time, because now you're switching out colors in the factory to print the red ones, the blue ones, whatever it is. So maybe that's why they don't do it. But I think that's something that, you know, as a uneducated consumer on how the toy industry works, would be a great idea.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, again, I'm only thinking of what I would think if like I wanted a black and blue, and I'd be like, oh god damn it. But you know,
Oh
other
yeah,
people,
it's going to make
other
you
people,
choose.
yeah. Other people think differently than I do. I
You'll
get
choose
that.
at least one, like you did, and knowing you would you probably would want to buy two anyway.
Yeah. Probably.
And that's the sucker they want.
Yeah.
That's the sucker they want from us. Why do you think they put out a Tiger Force bazooka first?
Why?
People
Why do
who were impatient to wait for the regular bazooka to come out, like me. I
That's
didn't want
true.
the Tiger Force one, but I
Yeah.
just wanted a bazooka. Oh, bazooka! I'm gonna buy this one and hold on to it until the regular bazooka comes out. And they've done it with several characters where they put out a Tiger Force version
Yeah.
first.
Recondo came out
Mhm.
first, and then they put the retro one out. Yeah. No, you're right. You're 100%
And I was
right.
the sucker who bought them all
Mhm.
until I got the one I wanted.
Same thing, Outback.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Outback came with the orange shirt, gray hair, and then the standard one. Yeah, you're right.
I don't know if they did that with any of the Cobra guys, though. Like the
I
pre-paint.
don't think.
But I think that they're easier sells being troop builders anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, Copperhead aside, I suppose. I mean, unless you want to build an army of Copperheads.
Yeah, I don't think you got like a Python Patrol version first before you
No.
got another version of the
No.
Cobra Troopers now. So,
No, they all came out like
Yeah.
their normal shit first.
So I want to highlight this comment real quick. Jeff says, "Can't believe that guide Hasbro threw out all those toys when they moved." Jeff, I don't know what this is referring to. Does anyone else know?
I don't recall specifically, but there was a storage, like say like their archive of toys or whatever, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like something about it wasn't particularly well kept. It was one of the reasons that they got rid of a lot of that.
Yeah, Jeff, if you can elaborate on that, I would appreciate that because I'm not quite sure what you're talking about. But all right, E, I'm gonna ask you a question. I know you don't collect the vehicles anymore. If you did, would you get this if you had the space?
If I had the space, sure.
Yeah,
He's got to have it fight his snowcats.
If I had the space, I mean, I'd have figured it out. Yeah, I'd have got it to go on. And remember, I was all in at one point. But these vehicles take up so much fucking space.
they do.
I can't do it. So I'm just sticking now with vehicles that I really, really, really want,
Mhm.
which is the Snowcat coming. I'll get a Thunder Machine. I'll get a Triple T if they ever make it. And I'll probably get a Whale if they ever make a Whale. And that might be it for vehicles for Joe. I don't have the Vamp anymore. I don't have the Stinger. I didn't get going on the Off Striker. I don't have the big missile backs, but the HMS, the MSS, whatever they call them.
Mhm.
I forget. I don't have those anymore. I don't have the bunkers. It just takes up too much space. I've significantly cut down on my Joes.
No, I
Also,
remember.
I'm not buying. I'm not going in on all in anymore on all characters. I can't.
Mhm. I get that.
There's just no room for me. I wish there was, but
So I have it on pre-order for now. I mean, obviously, I have a year before they charge me. I'm going back and forth on it as well, just because again, space
It looks
is a
nice.
premium. It
looks nice. It looks great. It
fantastic,
does.
but how many variants do I want of things? You know, like if they do the tan vamp, am I gonna get that? Like,
I probably would.
I don't know. So I'm, like I said, I'm 50-50 on it right now. Maybe I might cancel and then regret it later. We'll see.
And here's my question for you, Wolf.
Yes.
You have the HasLab one, right?
Yes.
Now you put the Arctic one next to it, right?
Yes.
Turn on the lights for the black for the HasLab, right?
Mhm.
And then you see the white one has no lights. Like how are you gonna feel about it when you get it, right? Is it gonna feel less than? You know, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't turn the lights off.
The electronics are not the most exciting part of having that his tank in the first
Yeah,
place.
again,
No, but they're beautiful when it lights up. It really is fucking nice.
No, you're right.
And you got the Cobra symbol, flashlighting on the floor. It's all right. This is fucking nice. This is really nice.
No, I get you're 100% right. Like, there's definitely an allure to it, but at the same time, it's like how often do you use that feature? How often are you going to use that feature?
Yeah, very, very, very true. I mean, I used to walk by and just turn it on and then turn it off real quick just to turn it on.
I get that. It's kind of like, again, Robeson Transformers, like they're great, but how often are you going to like transform that? Like, how often are you going to play with that? And then all of a sudden it's like, I'm bored.
Oh, yeah. Like, I would have loved to have got the Prime and drive him around the living room for 10 minutes and then never touch it again.
Yeah.
So I've seen his comment there, and I was trying to think about it. And without it being something that was like HasLab related and something really simple would have been more like with this being like that, you know, it's a snow themed vehicle, but like the wintry or cold weather kind of accessories, stuff for like people that do toy photography, I think would be kind of neat. Like I think about
the tent,
coming, not like the whole bivouac tent or any of that, but I mean like they came with like their like, you know, hot dog on a stick, like they're gonna, you know, cook some shit or, you know, that kind of stuff. The coffee mugs, like I mean the nonsense accessories, just something like just
so not Destro in a coat.
No nonsense stuff. Like I don't think it should.
I mean, if you would have put,
and I'll be fair enough to say that I would have preferred the driver in a white uniform rather than a snow serpent with a different head. But I don't think that figure looks bad either. But it is just a different color snow serpent, which to me is a little
maybe if you threw in, if you put in another figure, I know cost wise it doesn't, but it definitely would have been a lot more worth it if you were getting two figures, let's say.
Scott, where do the boobs go? Like on the vehicle or on the figure? Like where do you want that? You let us know.
Like what if they did like an Arctic Range Viper, right? Repainted that Range Viper white.
Yeah.
People really like the Range Viper figure. But again, I understand, you know, then the more figures, the higher the price. But
I think that we
keep it at 200. I think this is what we're getting. I don't think the price is bad when you think reasonably about everything that you're getting, everything that you're losing, the current economic state that they're in, tariffs and everything. You have, you know, all of this plays a factor into pricing. So if you can step back from your emotions and look at this logically with a level head, you can kind of understand the price.
Yeah, good luck with that.
It's a lot, but you know.
A lot of people saying add another figure. I'm kind of with Gort. Maybe a couple of like snow related accessories would have been cool. And a gunner. Yeah. No, I'm me personally, I'm fine with it. I don't care about lights. I think, you know, I think for what it is, I think it is worth the value. But maybe I'm just a Hasbro suck up. Who knows?
No, I think it's worth the value. I mean, you see $200. It's a shock. It's a sticker shock, right? $200. Oh my God, you know, that's just a lot of money, no matter what you're buying. So,
yeah, I get it, but you're never going to make people happy. I mean, they're always going to think it's too much. So who knows? All right. All right, boys, we're about an hour and a half. You want to call it? Anything else you want to talk about, or are we good? Are you both there? What's
We're
going
in deep
on here?
thought.
You're in deep thought.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, let's call it. Thanks, Chat Squad, for joining us tonight. There will be an after hangout link in the group. Check it out. Make sure you join us. Talk about get EE's opinion on Avatar and why it's popular. The unedited version. But let's go around. Say what's up. Where can we find you, Gort? Where can we find you? Buddy?
No.
No.
Yeah.
You never. Where can the people find you?
You can find me every Friday night.
You guys.
I answered the question. I mean, what more do you want me to say?
You did.
I actually answered the question.
You can find me, Eric Von Wolfenstein, on all your social media needs. Maybe coming to a town near you. And of course, every Friday night here with the ROC Hangout or the Realmhatan Project. We will be back next week with an ROC Hangout. We hope to see you there. But until then, have a good weekend, everyone. Thanks for joining us. And I need to end the stream.
Say it with me now. Really?